he came with a good reputation to England. He won the Italian Derby, and the form was solid. I mean, he won by the 3-4 lengths, but then last time, before he moved to England, he won the Group 1 Presidente della Repubblica. He's a horse. It's only a disappointing run, if we can say. He was in the French Derby last year, where for some reason he didn't travel well to France, and perhaps the ground, but that was otherwise his solid form. All is difficult to compare, and the form, the Italian form, with the English form. However, when he won last time, there was one of Mr. Kumani's horse, which so I think it was a decent form, you know, that Group 1, and the Sir Potra, of course, he went to Rome. So I think the form was a solid Group 1 race.
Interesting as well that your cousin trained this horse, so you'll be getting plenty of information, feedback from him. From me looking at him out on the gallops there, he does look as if he has potentially a top of the ground action.
Yeah, I think personally he won on soft ground in Italy, but personally I think he's a good ground horse. Unfortunately, the forecast doesn't look great for the rest of the week. There's a few heavy showers, and of course if the ground changes to soft, it probably would be a little bit a concern.
Yeah, but Marco, it's very exciting for you to have a big horse on the big day. You've been there before with Gitano Hernando and Celebration, but you know this family quite well as well, because funnily enough you train his half-brother Jackalberry. But there are further plans for these horses. The involvement with the new ownership, the Australian bloodstock, they bought into this horse with a plan for a spring campaign in Australia. He's got an entry in the Cox's Plate. Jackalberry has probably an aim for the Melbourne Cup. How exciting is that?
It's very exciting, yes. Obviously, my family, they bred the horse, they bred both the Jackalberry and the Crackerjack King, so it's been successful, you know, for all the family, and to train both horses, yeah, with thrill. Of course, Jackalberry is done really well for us, and we're aiming to the Melbourne Cup, and Crackerjack King, with the same partnership, the Cox Plate sound a perfect plan for him. It's still a long term, but it's still a few months, so interesting to see how he will run a Sundown. There's so many good races over mile and quarter. He's been entered for the Irish Champion Stakes, for the Judmont Stakes, also the Harlington Million. So we got a good summer ahead, and hopefully we'll do well in England.
Marco, to me, his demeanour today, is he the same on the racetrack? Because out in the gallops and out when we saw him grazing, which he just looks totally relaxed, is he the same at the track?
Well, unfortunately, I expect he will probably be more active once he gets to the track. I was actually surprised when we got the horse, because I remember I watched him when he won the Derby last year, and he got really a bit warm before the race, and he was a little bit anxious. He wants to get on with things. So I was surprised when he arrived, how relaxed and how chilled he's been. Preparation has gone fantastic, smoothly. Luckily we never had any hiccups, but interesting to see how he will be on Saturday, because he tends to get a little bit warm, a little bit excited before the race. So that will tell us whether he's changed with his routine and he's more relaxed. So perhaps once he gets there, he might be a little bit honest.
You've booked Ryan Moore to ride him in a race. How will he be ridden on Saturday? Because out on the gallop there, he looked totally, you could put him anywhere. But is he going to be held up on Saturday, or will he be prominent on Saturday?
Well, Ryan obviously sat on the horse for last week for his last piece of work, and he was happy with the horse, so he said he gave him a great feel. And his horse is a hold up, so I think probably Ryan will find just a position wherever he's happy midfield, and then it's in his hands. Obviously, we don't give him any instruction to Ryan. He knows the opposition, so it will be his choice to decide where he wants to be. But I presume he wants to get a little bit covered.
It'll be fascinating to see him how in this country he takes to his first try in England, paddock, everything new, whether his temperament stands up to that, because it's a big occasion, the Eclipse, a massive crowd. But we wish you well with that, because I'm sure we want to see his true ability and for him to move on, and he's going down under later.
Yeah, looking forward to that.